One, I'm starting to go to the studio. I'm starting to do modeling, but in the same time, I got this offer to try myself out at Bishop University for football. So I take it, I leave, I meet my mentor. He brings me even deeper into rapping, which is actually funny because I didn't I didn't go to Sherbrooke for rapping, but I ended up even getting deeper in that. And I started doing my connections, and I even did a model gig over there too for fun. So yeah, it's always following me, man. So after that, when I got back, fast forward, we're 23, 24 years old, and I'm like, you know what? Let's start. Like, let's go. Let's make a move. So I went to Make Way, and shout out to Make Way.
Shut up, make way.
I met Buds. Yeah, shout out to Meckway. They gave me a chance. I'll never take that away. They gave me my first chance, man,
What does that mean?
and they gave me access.
What does your first
Hey,
chance mean?
I love them. I mean, me, I'm doing me. My first chance. Well, it wasn't that easy for me to find people that were down with just me rapping, because I wasn't the best in the beginning. I was just
Mm.
support. I was great at doing spoken word, but I wasn't rapping. So there was a limitation into what people wanted me to do. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna
Are
find
you
a
saying
studio on
that
my own.
like?
Like,
Let me ask you a question there. All right, because this is really interesting to me on a
yeah,
couple of levels. So you do spoken word poetry at a point?
yeah,
Are you actually performing spoken word poetry? Are you like going out there and doing little gigs and
yeah,
stuff? Did you actually? Is the snapping
yeah. I
thing
did
real?
it for
Real?
the YMCA before.
Do they really
Yep,
snap?
it's
That
real, real.
that's respect. Yo,
It's
I
real,
think
real.
spoken word poetry is
It is.
badass. Yo, I was gonna go do a spoken
It
word
is.
poetry thing last May, but unfortunately, last May was not a good time for spoken word poetry events. Uh,
Yeah,
but we were like, yeah,
yeah.
because like, yo, it's dope. It's basically acapellas. It's part of why I did an acapella series. It's basically to me spoken word. I love it. It's one of my favorite things when it's done well. It's like fucking beautiful. Oh, you hear that in
It's
your
just the
flow though.
difference between the acapella. It's not exactly acapella. It's just that the thing is that the difference is that acapella there's nothing, but the spoken word there's still a little music to it. There's a little energy to it. And what I like the most about it is the fact that you're not rapping, but you still giving a flow. You're still driving them into a story. It's legit a storytell. It's as if I was going into a book and you were reading it to me.
When did you start performing
That's how I
spoken
see
word
spoken word.
poetry?
For the YMCA, I did it in 2018, 19,
Mm.
and yep. So
Is that
2018, I
before?
started
So you started performing
doing it for
spoken word after you were rapping, but you were doing spoken word before you were rapping?
Actually, I started doing spoken word as I was writing poetry ever since way
Okay,
before
okay,
because
okay.
I loved expressing it. So I've been doing
So
poetry, but
back when
not
you
on
were like
gigs, just
macking
for
on
fun.
girls, you would spit the poem.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay. I see what's
Instead of
happening.
reading it, because having the paper was, yeah, having the paper sometimes is too,
Okay.
it's,
So you're a
it's
spoken
kind
word
of lame
poet.
sometimes, you gotta know you.
Nah, sometimes you
Yeah.
want to slide the paper over, let her read it, and then you don't say a thing. Yeah, that one works real well too, is all I'm saying. But yeah, the reading it works too.
Yeah, you're right.
But
You're
yeah,
right.
the slide it, the slide, dude, that was my
Yep.
move. I used the slide. Yo, let me know what you think of this.
Yeah.
You wrote this? Wow, I love that. That was my jam. Uh, anyway,
Yeah. That
uh,
was my
to
day.
to answer political panda's question, he's 26. That's how old Soul.I.Am is. He is 26 because you're an impressive 26-year
Yes.
old and you've done a whole bunch of interesting shit. So it's fascinating that you're only 26. Yo, dude, I only started rapping at 25. Okay, I was only 25 when I
Oh,
started. I So like you gotta
Wow.
understand when I hear somebody being accomplished in doing shit by 26, it's like a whole different, it's a whole different thing. There's a part of me that's like, shit, I wish I started when I was young. I did it. So now I have to live with that and be where I'm at in my 30s. But basically, yeah, that's really cool.
But you got skills that I don't.
That's because I'm old.
There's always something that,
When you're 33, though, just think about where
bro.
your life's going to be at. That's what I go. I'm like, yo, with the way you're living, all the discipline, by the time you're 30, yo, there's a lot that you could have going on in your universe, my guy. You have so much potential out there in the world still. I still have potential. Don't even play like I don't think it. Look at what I'm doing. Clearly, I believe I have potential. But I don't necessarily have the energy I used to have at like 26. And as Willie's saying, wait till I'm 40. I keep telling people, I know that's coming. And it's like you just got to be aware of your place in time and how to best play to that moment. But that doesn't mean
Mhm.
I was not wasting time at 22 when I was absolutely wasting all the time and money. I was wasting everything at that time. I was pretending to be a rapper, kind of thing. Um, no, but that's fresh. Oh, this man's 27. I had no idea. Everyone's talking about their ages now. Deli's 27. Uh, anyway,
Nice.
nah, it's fun. This is why I like Twitch. Is this shit? This comment. Everybody's fucking dope like that, and it just kind of it's fun. Um, so now we've established that you've basically been doing spoken word poetry, which is translatable into rap. So kind of still tapping into that main skill set for more than half your life. And when I listen to your music, I hear the spoken word poetry in your flow. I respect that. I like it a lot. Now it makes a lot more sense actually what you're doing with your music, and it's fresh as fuck to me because I fucks with that heavy. Um, but basically, yeah, tell us about. So basically, I wasn't even trying to hate on Makeway or nothing. Yo, Buds came through. We did the interview. I respect that a lot of people have passed through Buds, and many people have had a lot of amazing experiences with Buds. Personally, I've had only good interactions with him. Like Buds is cool.
Mhm.
Like I like Makeway. They're dope. They do their thing.
Mhm.
I was at the on a roll Makeway building opening party. It was one of the last things I went to. I think I went to your shit that you were doing the same day after that or something. Like I went to two things on
Yeah.
the same day or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was like
Mhm.
one of the last times I left my apartment to go do a thing. Um, but yeah, anyway, so you're
Oh
21,
man.
you hit up Makeway, and back to what I thought was super
Yeah.
nifty. Are you saying other people that you tried to work with were not okay with you performing the music that you wanted to perform?
No, they were just not even I could say that. It's as if when you start rapping in the game and there's a certain structure that you have to have. Your bars have to make sense. You have to have a delivery. You have to have good tempo. You have to have good energy. All of those things that those little skills in the studio that you need to have. Well, me, I'm a live performer. But being live and going in the studio is not. It's slightly different, and that slight difference sometimes takes that. Well, people just won't give their studio time to you. So you're gonna have to work your ass off to buy yourself studio time. So it's only in 2018 that I decided, you know what? Well, December 2017, I decided, you know what? Fuck it. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my money up for this. I'm gonna hustle whatever I have to hustle to get the money to get to the studio. And then December 9th, 2017 was the first time I got to the studio for me. And it's actually on one of my highlights on my Instagram. If you go on where it started, it's there. It's there.
That's
So yeah,
amazing.
that's the first time I got to the studio ever.